Hey everybody, it's Jessica, the Nomadic Owl Oracle, and I'm just here to do a general reading for spring. So the spring season, I've never done this before, but I thought it would be a cool idea to pull 3 cards of what we need to know about this spring season and what it's going to bring in for the general collective, what it represents, things like that. So before I get started with pulling our cards for this season, I did want to let you guys know that spring is a very fertile time, meaning that we can motivate ourselves and we can also grow so much. We can plant the seeds of what we're wishing to grow in our lives by manifestation, by our hard work, by our efforts. So there is hope. There is a lot of growth that will come in through this season. That is the general census of what it is every year when the spring arrives. It is a time of the light coming back in so that there's no longer the darkness that we were facing during the winter months. There's hope. There's all this abundance that comes in generally when you think of spring, new life, like baby birds and rabbits and all the birds everywhere and things like that. That is part of the spring with the flowers blooming and things like that. So it is one of my favorite months or seasons, not months. I don't know what I'm saying here, but I decided to do a 3-card pull and an affirmation for us. And we're going to pull that here in a second. I just wanted to show you what decks we are going to be using. So we're using the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, and we're also going to be using the Miracles Now for the affirmation card that we need for this season. So I hope that you guys are all doing well. I hope that you have a great 3 months of the spring. As always, I am here if you would like to schedule a personal reading. This is just for the general collective of what we all need to know for our highest good and our highest light. So keep that in mind. And there might be a moment that I cuss in here. So if you don't like cussing, I would highly suggest to go ahead and click off. But I'm going to pull our 3 cards of what we need to know for this spring of 2021 and what it's going to bring in for us as a general collective for our highest good and our highest light. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Ooh, okay. And then I'm going to get our affirmation card, and I will show you guys all the cards that we get here in just a moment, so bear with me here. All right, so our affirmation card of what we need to know at this time for our highest good and our highest light. Oh, all right, we have one pop out. All right, so the first card that we have and what we need to be aware of at this moment is the Hierophant. It says morals. So oftentimes the Hierophant card talks about, an establishment, possibly like a church or some type of group that you look up to that has a lot of information, a lot of learning, possibly you're a student of that organization, if you will. So it does say morals here. So what I'm getting here is that there's a lot that you're going to learn during this season, a lot that you need to make sure that you are embodying the morals of what it is that you wish to have in your own life, okay? Maybe you're not seeing everybody else act the way that you would act based on your own personal beliefs. So more than ever, it's very, very important for you to embody that, for you to radiate that light, that knowledge, that essence out into the community, because it is going to be needed. There might be a lot of people that are acting kind of shady during this time, but that doesn't mean that that's going to be the collective. With everything, when there's growth coming in, there's a lot of things that try to challenge us, a lot of things that might make us feel uncomfortable. And that could be kind of what this is talking about. But when we're strong within ourselves and our own abilities, we're able to transcend that and be able to grow from that, to learn from that, and integrate the knowledge of what we've learned during that process. So be aware of that. The second card that we have here, guys, is the Emperor, and it says sovereignty. So what I'm getting here is that right now, during this spring season, it's very important for us to recall our own power, to reclaim our own lives, to do and honor ourselves, okay? So not necessarily to do ourselves, I'm sorry that came out that way, but to do what we need to do for ourselves to grow, for ourselves to embody what we're wishing to embody in our lives and things like that, to reclaim our own individuality, to not be a part of any group or situation that doesn't resonate with us, and to shine brightly and boldly and do the actions and steps that are needed to get us to where we want to be, to honoring ourselves and our life path of what we're wishing to do. Emperors are very strong. They're very confident within themselves. They have all the tools within them to be able to overcome obstacles. So all the tools, all the help that you need, it lies within you, whether you see it now in this moment or not. Right now is a time to reclaim your power and your sovereignty. Then our next card is stamina. It says the 9 of Wands. So the wands are oftentimes about like burdens that we carry, like a heaviness, okay? This is a fiery type card, okay? So fire is passion, creative, drive, things like that. The fact that it's saying stamina, it's like stamina is needed for us to overcome whatever obstacles might lie in the way, not to give up, no matter how hard things might seem, because we can manifest our own reality regardless of what things look like on the outside. I do also want to point out here, guys, it does look like Jesus here on this towel or blanket, whatever the heck this is that she has, a banner, and there's this light breaking through the clouds. So you are protected, you are loved, you are being held up by a higher power, if you will, if that's what you believe in. And you have the help, the support that you need during this season to get through any obstacles, hardships, things like that that might come up. Our affirmation that we have for this season, we have, when I move my body, I bust through all that blocks me from my true health and vitality. So if you want things to change and you want to be able to break through any limitations, any stagnation, you have to get up and move. So maybe go on a hike, go and dance, do yoga, do exercise, whatever it is that breaks up that stagnant energy, that gets you all embodied in that energy of being able to create. Okay, this is a really good time for that, guys. You know, if you sit back and wait for it to happen, you might miss this opportunity. So be aware of that. Right now, there's a lot of potential, and it's up to you what you do with this energy. As always, guys, if you need me, I'm here. Let me know. I hope you have a great next 3 months. I love you all. And if you haven't yet, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.